Ka Hinyotrep Youth Council HYC, Kala Kyntu yu lat ka Meghalaya UCH VJ Shankar, Ban Shimkhia, Bat Banra Shaka Sorkar Preng Yakimat, Kibakta Yaka Jingshan, Kakwet Kakia, Bat Kajing Paidbah ha Meghalaya, Ke HYC Kala Dawa Baka Narcotics Control Bureau NCB, Kantau Yaga Zonal Office, Kabane ha Meghalaya, Ban Pinklan Yaka Jingyakun Persha Yaka Jingdi Drugs, Kala Kinturu, Ban Pinklan Yaka Jingyatrailang Hapdeng ke NCB, BSF, Ki Pulit Bat Kibor Pahara, Haki Jaka Rung Shaka Jylla. Halor ke jinglong jong ki shnong halom survey hayodu ke HYC kala kirpad yulan banra ya kani kamat shikitna defense but home affairs kanang ban bishar bniah but shimi ki sinjam ki badon kam ke HYC kala pin pawru ik jing'e halor ke reservation policy hakikam sorkar pring Meghalaya but kala Kyntu ban board din ya ke jingpin trekam ya kabha jong ki SC ST but OBC Hakaliang ka kwat kakya ke HYC kala kirpat ban paidbah ya ka jingthong nong tre Neigrihms khamtam hagi jaka sumar kinthei bat khna khnang ban yada ka burom ka jingshan jong kinongpang.
We have discussed with the governor is that see Meghalaya has now become a transit state, not only a transit state but a consuming state of drugs. Time and again, all the people, in fact, the general public has raised this issue, and this has affected not just a few people; it has affected the society as a whole, especially in Shillong. Shopkeepers are affected, the general public are affected, the society as a whole is affected. So we want, in fact, we thank the government for taking certain initiatives to curb drug use, or to send the people who are into drugs to rehabilitation center and all that. But we are of the opinion that if we want to stop this drug problem in Meghalaya, the route or the supply should be stopped. That is why we have made a demand, even during the past, also when we have written to the Ministry of Home Affairs, that there should be the permanent zonal office of the Narcotics Control Bureau in Shillong. We have demanded from the Ministry of Home Affairs. That's why we came today before the Honorable Governor to apprise him of our demand, and also to request him that the Honorable Governor should impress upon the Ministry of Home Affairs that the permanent zonal office of the Narcotics Control Bureau should be set up in Shillong, so that NCB can coordinate with the state police, with the customs, with other authorities to block, or to ensure that drugs are not supplied to Meghalaya, or Meghalaya is not being used as the transit route for drug supply to other states. As we all know, that Meghalaya is very near to the Golden Triangle, so we know the possibility of how drugs are being transported into the state and into other states. So he has also assured us that this demand of setting up of the zonal office of NCB, he will take it up with the concerned ministry, that is the Ministry of Home Affairs. Settlement at Lum Survey. As we all know, that particular plot of land is under the jurisdiction of the Defence Estate Officer. We have time and again raised the issue. We have written to them. We have made a demand. In fact, we have taken stringent steps also to evict those people who are illegally settling there. Not only are they illegal settlers, but we all know that if you go every day to that place, you will find people who are selling drugs. It has become a hub of illegal activities. It has become a hub of drug peddlers. It has become a place, a safe haven for illegal immigrants. We don't know. That's why we want that place to be cleared of all these illegal settlers. In fact, they have settled there without any permission, without any approval from any authority. Then the question is, why those people, for the last 2 years, almost 2 years that we have raised the issue, nothing has been done. So we know that Defence Estate Office is under the Ministry of Defence. That's why we came before the Honorable Governor today to urge him, to request him that he should impress upon the Ministry of Defence that steps should be taken at the earliest to evict those people from that area, which he has assured us that he will take necessary action regarding that issue. Regarding the reservation of 44% job in Group C and Group D in all the central government offices, undertakings, institutions that are there in the state of Meghalaya. As we all know, the Ministry of Personnel and Training has given the office memorandum in the year 2005-2007, where it is clearly stated that for Group C and Group D posts for the state of Meghalaya, there should be 44% reservation for ST. When we say 44% reservation for ST, it means ST of Meghalaya. But what happened is that most of the time these central government offices or undertakings or institutions, they advertise for 44% job vacancy, but during recruitment they recruit people from outside ST from other states. So we feel that this is in violation of the office memorandum given by the concerned ministry. So today we have come before the governor showing him that these are the office memorandum and the instances have happened that the government institution or the undertakings have violated this particular office memorandum, and he has assured us that this also is one of the important issue because it concerns employment of the indigenous youth. So he will also take it up with the ministry concerned to ensure and to give proper direction to all the institutions, to all the undertakings of the central government in Meghalaya that they should follow in letter and spirit the office memorandum that are there for the reservation of ST in the state of Meghalaya. We have discussed with the Honorable Governor is regarding the recruitment of nurses in Neigrihms. As you all know, HYC has raised this issue when recruitment process was done by Neigrihms in the year 2024-25, if I'm not mistaken, where all the recruit nurses who are not being accepted by other institutions have been dumped in Neigrihms. Why? And most of these nurses are male nurses. And as you are aware, just 2 or 3 weeks back or 2 weeks back, a case of molestation that was done by a male nurse in Neigrihms. So these kind of things happen, and we fear that it might happen in the future also when majority of the nurses are male. So what we have demanded from the Ministry of Health during the last occasion when we met the Neigrihms, when we wrote to the Ministry of Health, is that in future recruitment, the 80 to 20 ratio, which is 80 female, 20 male, during recruitment of nurses should be implemented. Because not only in Neigrihms, if you see JIPMER, if you see AIMS, they are implementing this 80 to 20 ratio. But when we discuss with Neigrihms, they say that the Ministry of Health is not giving them approval to do such a thing. So today we came to meet the governor to explain to him, to make him understand that we need this 80 to 20 ratio in the future recruitment, and for him to kindly urge or impress upon the Ministry of Health to give approval so that in future recruitment for nurses this 80 to 20 ratio should be implemented in Neigrihms also. All these 5 points that we have discussed with him, he has assured us, he has listened to us taken them very positively, and he has assured us, and he has also directed the officer that is there from the Governor's Secretariat that these issues should be taken up and promptly it should be acted. We'll stand in support with the church or with the with the religious institutions, especially the Christian religious institutions that are there in the state of Meghalaya. We have seen that the Chief Minister of the state has taken a delegation of all the religious institutions from the state to meet the Union Home Minister, and the Union Home Minister has assured the delegation that nothing will be done to affect them, to affect the work that is being undertaken by the religious institution. We'll wait and see whatever decision that is being taken by the FCRA or by the government of India, and if it affects the religious institution, and if the religious institution comes forward and and take any decision, HYC will stand alongside the religious institutions of the state.
Kanong ba bernihan kadon ha uput usam ha pedeng ka Assam bat Meghalaya ka we ka them artli ki Jylla ha ka benta jong ka Assam dan kumba ar phautli ki karkhana red category bat ka Central Pollution Control Board kalapin bniah ka te ka than kum ka jaka ka belong critically pollutant hang ta kadon ka air quality monitor ka balapin pau ka Khubor bala pau perthai ha ka benta jong ka Meghalaya pan dan tang santali ki karkhana red category ka jo ka leer ka baya bentalang hinre ka jingmi jabo ka ya pher de na kata ka daw kini artli ki Jylla Mynta kisdang pen khre banthau ya ka joint action plan.